you want me. When you've got
What advice would you give to the young people that are going to come out tonight, that are going to look at you for mentorship? Is there any particular words of wisdom that you would share with them tonight?
I would probably say believe. Believe in what you do. If you're really sure, because you got to be really objective, and most of all, you got to be your worst critic. You got to know if you have it, and if you're sure you have it, then believe it. Work for it, because sometimes this is a hard business, but if you have something that's really special, somebody's gonna see it sooner or later, and you're gonna make it.
Was there no plan B for you as a kid with music? Was it just you were focused and you were sure?
Actually, I'll tell you my story real quick. I think music chose me. I never thought I was gonna be a musician. I'm a painter, and I'm also an actor. And that's what I was going to do in my life. And then I went back to my country where I was born. I left when I was 3 years old, so I wanted to meet my roots, because I grew up being an immigrant. So in that sabbatical year that I took, I went to the beach, and there were some people with acoustic guitars singing Beatles songs. So I joined them and I sang a few songs. And they all went like, God, you have a great voice. It's so special, blah, blah, blah. And I said, oh, thank you. Yeah, you should be a professional singer. And, I would say thank you, but I never really believed in it. Until somebody called me, somebody that heard me that day, and introduced me to this band called La Ley, which was my ex-band. They were looking for a singer. I auditioned for them, and I became the singer. And within 2 years, a year and a half, we became Chile's most popular band, and eventually all over Latin America. And 16 years of career with them, and it's been 20 years I've been in this business.
Is there any particular concert for you as a kid that comes to mind that was a pivotal point in your deciding that you wanted to become a musician?
So many concerts. I used to live in Montreal, so Rush was big in Canada. I don't know. I saw Pink Floyd, I saw Rush, I saw U2 when they started. I was a teenager, and I saw U2 when they started, and I don't know if there's a particular show. I think I even saw Frank Sinatra at the Montreal Forum. There's no more Forum now in Montreal. So,
what kind of writer are you? Are you the guy that has lyrics all over the floor in the living room? Are you the guy that wakes up in the middle of the night with an idea and a melody? What kind of inspiration does it take for you to compose?
I guess I'm a more intuitive writer, and I'm one of those writers who believe that somebody else is writing the songs for me. I just feel that I connect to a stream of thoughts, and I usually, even when I'm struggling with a song, I always know, and I have that insurance in me, that I will finish the song and that the song will be properly written. And I've written a lot of #1 hits, and but I don't say it in a conceited way. I just think I'm connected to something, to a frequency that allows me to do that.
It's interesting because Paul McCartney said the exactly same thing in an interview. Yeah, he did. He said something. He believed that there was some kind of lightning bolt antenna that you kind of tap in as a songwriter. That it just.
Well, there's the theory of a lot of dimensions that I think it's soon to be proven with some tests they're doing anyway. And I think music is a frequency that some people can connect to some sort of frequency, and some others have more difficulty. But they can. I mean, there's a lot of struggling musicians and people that, like you say, they have a lot of lyrics everywhere, and they copy paste and they come up with great stuff. It's a craft. I craft my songs, I have to say. I work them really well, from the music to the lyrics, but I think the lyrics have to come. I don't like thinking when I'm writing. I just want to feel. And my last album, it's basically an album that I wrote out of personal experiences, but I was connected to that, and when I'm sad, I create a lot, but instead of drowning myself in alcohol or drugs, I do music, I do something. So it's like playing the game of the alchemist. You kind of transform what makes you sad into something that eventually will make you happy.
Listen, thanks so much for taking the time, and thanks for coming out for a great cause.
All right, cool. Thanks, Beto.
the thing, so say it.